As someone who makes videos about these, it's fair to say that I've spent a lot of time with the Launchkey. So much time, in fact, that it's become integral to my writing process, and I'd like to put that to the test. So, the logical thing to do, I'm sure you would agree, would be to travel to a different city, meet someone who does a similar thing to me, and try and write a song under some really strict limitations. So let's go to Berlin.
I'm Lucas from Klevgrand. It's a beautiful day here in Berlin. I'm off to meet Vini from Novation. We're gonna make a track in 2 hours using only Klevgrand plugins and the Novation Launchkey. And we've never met before actually, so let's see how it goes.
So, can we make a song using only a Novation Launchkey and the Klevgrand plugins? So this is how this is going to work. We're going to give ourselves 2 hours. We also have some Adam Audio D3Vs and a Focusrite Scarlett, a Shure SM7B.
Nice.
We've got Logic as our DAW. We have agreed, other than the Klevgrand plugins, we can use the Logic stock EQ for any mixing purposes, but everything else has to be Klevgrand plugins.
Yeah.
This is literally the first time me and Lucas have ever met in person. We've talked a little bit online. I don't think we know what each other's musical background is.
Not at all. Yeah.
So we've got 2 hours to find that out, but it's going to be
exciting.
going to be quite interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, so we've got this timer.
Ooh.
It's official.
Very official. Set it 2 hours, right?
Set it to 2 hours and see how we get on.
Let's see.
3, 2, 1, go. Right. I think the best place to start is going to be figuring out what kind of track this is going to be.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know about you. I normally start with like a rhythm section. I'll normally start with like drums or something like that. But then, I don't know. What do you think? How do you kind of start a song?
That's a very good question. Like for me, it's always different, you know? Yeah. I don't have a template in my Logic. I don't have a place where I think I tend to go to like piano or guitar or like some harmonic sort of instrument as a starting point.
So we're kind of on the other end of it, basically.
Yeah,
we do it differently.
Maybe that's nice. I'm happy to start wherever actually.
So
what sort of feeling or mode are you feeling today?
Well, I'm quite into like kind of I've been really enjoying sort of like dead organic kind of drums, like maybe something a little bit more analog. I don't know, it's getting sunnier, it's nice outside. I'm kind of feeling that kind of like something a little bit groovy, maybe something of a little bit of like just something about it. I don't know what I mean by that yet, but
yeah, but I'm totally with you. Getting into summer as well. Something maybe groovy, slowish that kind of have a summer
top down, driving in the sun,
cruising.
Yeah, cruising.
Something to cruise to.
Yeah, music to cruise to. So should we maybe try and get a beat down first?
Let's try that.
So what could we use for drums in the Klevgrand plugins?
I think for drums, it's the most natural thing is to open OneShot. So for the drums, we used OneShot, which is like your workstation for drums, our flagship plugin for drums. What's great about it, it has like 40 velocity layers per drum, so it's like super dynamic.
Yeah,
like
I think
drums.
70s already sounds kind of the vibe that I was kind of thinking of.
Let's listen to these.
So we can use the drums. We got drum pad mode on the Launchkey. So
are these velocity sensitive?
Yeah. Nice. Should I do the honors?
Yeah.
First bit.
Do it. It's all yours.
So we use the drum pad mode on the Novation Launchkey. Now, I'm not really an amazing finger drummer. So what we did was we just laid down a kick and a snare pattern first. And then once we did that, we overlaid a hi-hat pattern. I feel like we should go for chords first.
Yeah.
Because then we've got the kind of where we're gonna go with it. And then So what sort of instrument are you thinking here?
I'm thinking Tomofon, which is, it's a sort of mad version between a wavetable synth and a sampler.
Okay.
We call it a real audio synth.
Here we
which
are.
has a lot of cool paddy sort of sounds, and I just love, I don't know if you have any of the expansions, but we could check out, I just love the sort of steel guitar-y things for coming up with chord ideas. So for the keys we used Tomofon. We used a preset called Broken Steelscape, which is a very nice paddy, broken up sort of steel guitar-y sound.
So we got Chord Map, which is this like,
whoa,
basically we can get lots of sort of
it plays
predetermined chords
for you.
Yeah, and like you can set like the roll. So if you have the roll all the way down, it will just play it. But then like if we're looking for that kind of like guitar strummy kind of thing, if you turn like the roll all the way up,
kind of roll out.
It kind of goes through the notes like that, like almost like you're strumming something out. And then we've got these beautiful, like adventure and explore settings. So these kind of change the like complexity of the chords. So if adventure and explore are all the way up, you've got these really like almost like jazzy kind of chords, which I think work with this kind of vibe. But you can also set the like the width of the chords. So you've got normal, but then you can go all the way up to widest.
Is that like spread out inversions?
Yeah, like much more spread.
Okay.
And then we open up Chord Map and set a scale. I think we went with G Mixolydian. And then we started to shape the song in a way that we sort of felt it worked. I like that. That's nice.
So this one? I think that was good, this one.
Yeah, that's quite nice on top. I might play like just like stabby notes, and then we can maybe edit the curve a little bit.
Even more delay, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I might pan this one a little bit, just like to like the right, maybe. We've done 25 minutes already. I feel like the rhythm on the drums is quite simple, and I feel like maybe we could beef that up a little bit with maybe some like percussion in a bit.
Yeah,
but
like a loose shaker, like tam or so. Yeah.
But for now, maybe it's a case of trying to find a good like bass rhythm. Once we kind of had those foundational parts, like the drums and the chords, we started thinking about a bass line. And something that I really like doing with the Launchkey when I'm trying to put bass lines together and I'm not quite there with the rhythm yet is I like to use the arpeggiator, change some rhythms around and try some things out with that. You can kind of see like the arc patterns, but like, so if I just like latch it for a second, we'll bring the tempo down to 90. And then what we can do is we can actually mutate, which is like we can add notes, and we can also like kind of change the rhythm. So you can almost do like a bass line, change the gate length, and change the speed. I feel like now's a good time to maybe figure out a second bit to the track, maybe a little bit of variation, and then we can kind of like bulk this out, add some extra like bits to it.
So with the structure, I think we had a pretty set sort of A part to it, and we wanted to change it up basically for the second part, which I think brought us to have these more stabby chords.
Cool, so we have this Cool, so it's a pretty basic beat. So right now we're trying to figure out what the sort of like verse secondy bit is going to be. And the chords in the chorus are quite like washy and, you know, stick around for a while. But we're going for something a little bit more, we just want a little bit more attack in the chords for the verse. So.
Kind of like these ones. Right.
So add like a little bit of like groove to the verse.
Maybe. Yeah,
try it.
Just the sound.
Try it.
I thought. Maybe something that, like you said, breaks up the paddy thing.
Should we get it down?
Should we?
Yeah. I feel like this is the part that caused maybe the most challenges. Lucas came up with this really nice key part that he was playing, and originally it was this kind of stabby sounding thing. And it sounded great, and on its own, in its own context, it was really cool. But what we were finding was it wasn't gelling really nicely with the other part. So I think what we're gonna try and do is maybe just change up the drum beat a little bit. And it's almost acting as if we've got this like really calm, slow, like easygoing intro bit that's then gonna go into something a little bit more like in your face, I think. Yeah, it does feel to me like it's calling out for like, I don't know how out of place it's gonna feel, but like. I'll leave it at that for now. So we've added in some extra drums that are a little bit higher energy. I think we're going to put in like a shaker now.
Yep.
So what are we using for the shaker?
So for the shaker, we're of course going to use Shaka, which is our shaken percussion plugin, Klevgrand, that we're super proud of.
So how does this work?
So it actually does all the sort of heavy lifting for you. You don't need to know any crazy Latin patterns or shaker patterns or so on. You can just put in a note, it starts a sequence in the plugin, and then we have all these sort of pre-made presets for all kinds of cool rhythms, different styles and so on. So we used Shaka, which is a shake and percussion plugin. Just hold down a note, it starts a rhythm, a sequence for you. So it's super easy to use, and yeah, it gives you a lot more freedom than to use samples that might have some reverb on it or like special timing and so on. So super easy and flexible to use. Shuffle in there, very humanized.
It's got a little bit of swing to it as well.
Nice, man.
Like that.
You got it, Mr. One Take.
So, we are just at about an hour. We're pretty much at the point where I think we're pretty happy with an A part and a B part. Am I right in saying that, Lucas? What do you think?
Totally.
A part and a B part?
Yep.
So I think the next step will be to maybe arrange the song where we maybe repeat some parts, take away, add things, get it to about sort of like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. As we start to build the structure of the song, one thing that I thought would work really nicely would be to do an intro that kind of sounded like almost like a cassette tape. And luckily Klevgrand have the DAW Cassette plugin, which was really nice. So Lucas put that on the main output, and eventually later on in the session, we automated it. So the first couple of bars basically started in this tape sound. We did some EQ shaping, and then as the song comes in with the drums, it kind of fully came in, which was really nice.
on the whole mix.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yes.
I mean, you can automate it and just keep also if you want to have it more sort of...
Yeah, and then like bring it in.
I think we could do that with some EQing as well. This is way too much.
Yeah, we want it to kind of come in normally there, right? So that feels like quite
That's a big
sudden
jump
right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I was thinking was this section that we had, like the intro section, I guess, carry that on, but just the drums and the bass for a few bars. So like, I think we need a little, maybe like a little bar or two to bridge something there,
Yeah,
like a couple of chords.
Transition.
So basically what we've realized is that the last chord of our sort of first progression is the same as the first chord in the second progression. So we need to fix this a little bit, change this around a little bit so that the two bits feel a little bit more natural going together. So Lucas is just doing some...
I'm just doing that.
Some quick wizardry and making this happen really quickly. But I think one of the big problems is at the moment we've got a bass line that's like following that, so we need to change that. It's starting to make more sense now, right? We should go back to this, right? This.
And not, yeah, end on a different chord probably, and then smoothly transition to...
Oh yeah, we need some arpeggiated synths.
That would be cool.
At this point. And I've got a good trick for this.
Some synth, and then maybe work on the sounds a little bit, mix them a little.
Yeah. So what's this that you... Like a guitar?
It's like an amp simulator.
So we're just basically putting this guitar amp sound that Lucas has put on this arpeggiator.
Spinn is one of my favorite plugins. Multiband modulation, and what that is, it sort of spins the audio around in the stereo field, which makes it move a lot.
So like it goes all like stereo, like phasey kind of. I love that little arpeggiator part. Like...
some long notes. Yeah.
Yeah, but like really hanging around. Maybe not too high in the mix, but just like something that's like hanging around. I love that bit. I feel like a little drum fill would be nice, but maybe some kind
of fill. Also, maybe take some things out.
Yeah. So we're just working on some transitions here. We've got like a little drum fill that sounds nice, and I think what we're going to do is maybe use the track from the next part to kind of bring the melody in, if that makes sense.
It was your time to shine.
Yeah. My drum solo. That's definitely getting there. Maybe a bass line too to follow the... Maybe something like that?
The drums are not really living in the same world to me. And these chords are a little bit farty.
So we've made the decision, less than half an hour to go, that the little sort of chords that we've done, we do like we like the progression, but we're not sure about the tone of it. It feels a little bit too in your face, and it doesn't really fit in with the rest of the vibe of the song. So Lucas is just going through some presets on the Tomofon plugin and trying to find something that maybe suits the vibe a little bit better. Yeah, I feel like
it's more, this sticks out a little bit more.
Is there a way of mixing the hi-hats just generally in the plugin, like low? Yeah. What's
just
this?
Gonna add, this is Revolv. It's a convolution reverb. Just gonna add some sort of space that we can put everything when we're finished into the same sort of
like a send bus or something.
Yeah. Did I have it? Oh, it was like
It's just the guy in the corner, just hitting the top.
exactly.
So we're now in the mixing stage of what we've made. So we're going to start off by putting like a tape sound at the beginning, making it sound like sort of broken up, and then when the drums come in, the mix kind of comes in. You've got like the full scope. There was also the Korvpressor, which was really cool because it was this really visual representation of compression. I think it's a really common thing that a lot of people use compressors a lot and maybe don't understand so much how they work. And I'm definitely one of those people sometimes. And seeing it laid out in this really nice side-to-side visual dynamic plugin was really helpful because I could hear it happening, I could see it happening, and it was all making sense. I love how visual this is.
Super easy.
It just makes a compressor make so much more sense.
Right?
That arpeggio could come down a little bit, I think. What's this?
Super fast mastering, right?
Nice.
What a sound.
Right, 2 minutes, done. 2 minutes, 2 hours.
Felt like 2 minutes.
It felt like
right?
it felt like 2 minutes. Oh my word, how do you feel?
That was fun.
It was fun. And it's like, in the grand scheme of things, when you're making songs, 2 hours isn't like that long. We didn't even end up using the microphone.
Man.
We didn't use the microphone at all.
I forgot about the mic.
So did I. And I just looked over it just now. I'm like, there's so many different sounds. Like, I think like there's like, we didn't even use half of the plugins. I guess the next thing to do, ourselves between us, kind of almost review it. So, let's say out of 10.
I think as a song, 5.
5. I was gonna say about 6 or 7 because I like the parts.
But individual sort of moments,
Yeah.
I feel like much higher.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really like it.
So yeah, obviously I'm quite familiar with how the Launchkey works, but really for me, the Klevgrand plugins, it was like my first foray into it. I'm just so impressed by just the range of how much the Klevgrand plugins do. Like I was expecting it to maybe...
some products by now.
Yeah, like I was
Catalog
expecting it to
building.
be more mixing plugins, but there was a ton of instruments as well. Like I love that OneShot instrument. I love the drums on that. So I've been Vini from Novation.
I'm Lucas from Klevgrand.
I think today went really well.
Yeah, it was
I think it was hard, but it was fun, and I really enjoyed making music with you. Hopefully we can do it again. If you're at home and you're watching this, maybe you should try making a song just with a limitation, just like one keyboard, one set of plugins. You never know what might come out of it.